Welcome to another episode of X and Y. Today we're going to be completing the square. I'm going to show you how we do it practically and where the method actually comes from. If we have a look at this trinomial over here, I'm actually only interested in this portion over here. If I factorize that portion, I'll get x by x plus 10. Now we can see that this is not a square because obviously the dimensions are different, which means if we were to convert this into dimensions, we'd have a rectangle, a length times breadth over here. Which means here I would have x and here I would have x plus 10. Now in order to complete the square, we're going to take this and try and turn it into something that looks kind of like a square. So if I take this one step further, then now we can see there's x squared. This portion over here is 10. So x times x squared, x times 10, 10x, which brings us back to this part over here. Now this is where the clever part comes in, because here is where I want to try and make this a square. I'm going to take this 10 and I'm going to halve it, essentially making this 5 and 5. Now obviously that's x, which makes this dimension x as well. And here comes the really clever part. I'm going to take this portion off over here and I'm going to transfer it over there. Right? So obviously that's now 5 and that part is still x. And can you see now where the completed square is going to be? Over here. Now that's 5, which means this is obviously a 5 by 5 square. So in order to complete the square, I need to add in 25. So now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say, right, x squared plus 10x plus 25 minus 3. Now, you can't just decide to add 25 to something. So in order to undo adding the 25, we're going to take away the 25. Now, that part over there is now obviously your completed square. And if I complete the square, I get x plus 5 squared minus 28. And there we go. That is why when you are completing the square, you take your b value, you divide it by 2, and then you square it, which is exactly what we did here. We said 10 divided by 2 is 5, square it is 25. And that is where this method comes from to complete the square. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to have more extra lessons from me, you're welcome to come to 892 Jacques Street, Moraletta Park for extra lessons.